Goodz, the animal, is a fraud.
Yo, Millz, get in the ring, man.
Goodz was about to replace you, DNA.
No came out in 2000 or something. It was not a #1 debut. It did nothing.
Goodz, come on, bro. You can't play with my career, Goodz, because you never had a career. You don't have a career.
But you did nothing yourself.
Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking in, man, back with the blog, man. Make sure that like button, subscribe button, anyway, and I appreciate all the support. Salute to everybody. Hope you guys is having a good start of your week and a good Monday, man. Jay Millz, man, I think it's safe to say that Jay Millz is the winner of this particular, I guess, battle between DNA and Goodz. I'm not saying it's over with. It looks like, there's still some stuff to be said. But as I shoot this today, it looks like from right now that Millz has prevailed, as I would like to say. But how did we get here? How did we get here? I told y'all, Jay Millz' rise damn near needs to be studied, man. And we're going to go back. We're going to look at some history. We're going to look at how we got here. And we're going to look at some of the mistakes that was actually made. And Goodz, I got to be honest with you, Goodz. You did not follow your own advice. Let's talk about it. So yeah, let's get right into it, man. Jay Millz has obviously been back in battle rap. He battled K-Shine, he battled Big K, he's battled real name Brandon, he's battled John the Don, he's battled Geechee Gotti, a couple other people, man. So this has been Jay Millz' resume since he's been back, and I don't feel like he's really been that great of a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? I know Big K pulled out the phone when he battled Jay Millz, so you might can argue that Millz won that battle. But other than that, a lot of people feel like Millz has been improving. But as far as like getting signature wins over the competition, not so much. You know what I'm saying? We all know what he did back in the day. The Sire Castro battle, the Murder Mook battle. Jay Millz has definitely been, a pioneer legend in this whole battle rap shit. Let me show you something right here.
It's your girl Yoshi G. We back with a fire battle. Hey, y'all ready? Let's get it. Battle to my left.
Jay Millz, heavy bar talk, whenever the guard talk, all the way from 212.
Yeah. Make some noise, y'all. And on my ballot to my right.
Skis, elite shit. Elite shit.
This is Jay Millz versus Skis. A lot of y'all don't really know anything about this battle. Probably never heard a whole lot about this battle. This battle has 7,600 views, man. 7,600 views. Let me say that again. 7,600 views. Why am I bringing that up? 4 weeks ago, when this thing started, there was a video on Millz' channel. It was called Goodz is a Fraud, DNA is Delusional, Both Lame. This is the video right here. If you look at the rest of his channel before then, you just look at the other stuff that he was talking about. The other videos. Let me just read you the numbers. Prior to the Goodz and DNA beef, these were the numbers. 3.3 thousand views, 994 views, 1,400 views, 354 views, 4,000 views, 889 views, 2,400 views, 3,400 views, 2,300 views, 1,700 views, 1,400 views, 1,300 views, 1,100 views, 957 views. Those were the kind of numbers he was averaging prior to this beef. His last battle was 7,600 views. How did a guy with really no traction in battle rap take over battle rap? Take over the blogs, take over the internet in terms of battle rap algorithm, have everybody talking about it, have all the bloggers eating. Look how much the bloggers have ate all this. Look how much, you know, different Hip Hop is Real and 15 Minutes of Fame. Everybody, algorithm wise, has turned to Millz. How did we get here? You got to go all the way back to really the podcast that they had. And they invited Jay Millz on a podcast, and it was basically just a generic conversation. Millz obviously battled Goodz back in the day. Millz will tell you that it was pretty much a lineup and that he went in there to do some beats and everything and Goodz and them, and then they turned it into a battle.
I met you. I didn't know who you were.
I can agree with that.
All right. So now that we got that understood, I didn't come down there with the mind state of I'm going to battle somebody. That's nice.
That can be true.
I came down there. I came down there with the mind state. Oh, I'm coming to listen to some beats. That's why if you notice when we first started battling, it was kind of like, in my mind, it was a cipher. We was having a cipher. But I noticed
that was the setup, though.
I don't know. See, now as you're telling me it was a setup, but you're telling me you didn't know it was a setup. Which one was it, Virgo, man? I went down there to listen to some beats. When I get in there, we start rapping over the beats that I was listening to. You start rapping. I'm like, oh, homie, nice. But then I realized that my man I came with don't rap. We rolling up while I'm rapping. Like we like breaking up like we doing all. I'm like, oh, this nigga nice. But I'm not understanding that I just walked into a room of like 13 people that are waiting for me to battle their man. That's nice. He nice. So I'm rapping with him like, oh, this is another nigga that's nice. I don't know who he is, but he nice though. But that's after like I peep game after like the second time I rapped and he rapped, I rapped. I'm like, now niggas is standing up. I'm like, all right. I ain't tripping, but I noticed like more people.
Sound like you was tripping. Sound like you was a little nervous.
Nah, I wasn't nervous. I'm gonna let
you finish so I can talk.
In my mind, I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Right.
But then I'm starting to peep when he rhyming, they like real excited. But after I rhyme, it's nobody else that's rapping. They just waiting for him to rap again. So now I'm like, okay, now I'm taking it a little bit more like I'm rapping to him now.
So I don't know what's going on from your side.
All right.
So this is where Lou coming at. Every day. Lou didn't like me. Lou didn't think I was that nice. Lou ain't fuck with me.
So he wanted to just like kill your whole...
Right. So this is what Lou doing every day. Yo, bring my man Millz down here to kill you. See, you don't know this.
I don't know this, though.
Yo, Millz, look, hold on, listen. Every day for a month.
See, you had smoke for me, my nigga. I'm coming in and thinking you nice.
Right. So, no, you
I'm giving this nigga wow. I'm like, yo, giving this nigga wild props in the battle.
So, right. So, look. So, that's the thing. So, Lou is building this up. So, of course, I'm a rapper. Man, your man Millz ain't fucking with me. And then, I'm 18 years old. I got 50 raps. I'm like...
We was both super cocky.
Yeah. So, it's like...
we was both super cocky.
But it's not you. It's Lou. So, he just walks in one day, that night with you. So I'm like, oh, this is...
Oh, he came and met us at the front, yeah.
Yo, bro, listen to what I'm teaching.
I don't know none of this.
He's telling me on my side, yo, I'm gonna bring your watch. One of these days, I'm gonna bring Millz out to kill you. So, bro, at this time, I'm 18. I got 50 raps remembered. You could just catch me at any given time. Yeah, that's how we was.
You know, the way things were set up then, you just had to be ready at any moment, and basically would turn into like a studio session, spitting bars over beats, turn into like a kind of a one-on-one type thing. And to a lot of people, Goodz won that battle. But also in that conversation was still little jabs about, yeah, your music career wasn't that great. Your No song wasn't that great. Oh, well, what about you? What did you do? And what about this? What did you do? And it got into a little bit of, I'm going to give you some credit, but I'm also going to discredit you.
I was sitting in the studio where I was signed at. I don't know. See, I was there.
You signed to the studio?
Nah, I was signed to Gutter Keys. So I was at the studio, Gutter Keys studio.
I think I was on Warner Brothers at that time.
You was?
Or Universal?
Yeah, that didn't last long.
Or SRC?
That didn't last long.
How long did the Gutter Keys joint last?
A little while.
How long was a little while? Like? You put a No out?
Nah, No wasn't that big.
Did you put anything out?
I don't know why you talk about that like that.
It debut number 48.
Nah, I don't know why you talk about No.
What was your single?
You know what?
It was big enough because
That's
everybody
your
got
claim
that.
to
Remember,
fame.
no, you don't want to see the full.
I don't know. That's what they did. I
know. What was the one that you came?
They brung your ass down there to me and you guys. I was smoking everything back then.
That's what's up.
It was nobody
So what
back
was I
then.
doing?
You was. That's why Lou did all that.
Because why you keep saying but shit? You keep trying to skip over what I was doing. I was smoking shit. So what was I doing?
No, I don't. You was doing you. I never said you wasn't. I'm just telling.
All right, so say nigga, we were smoking shit.
I don't have this. No.
Say we were smoking shit.
No. The reason you don't get a pass.
And why you keep talking about no? What's your no?
Listen. The reason you don't get a pass.
That's a dangerous field to enter with me.
The reason you don't get a pass,
like you on beats,
is because me and beats is great.
That's a dangerous field to enter with me.
The reason you don't get a pass,
like you on beats,
is because me and beats is great.
I guess it was one of the higher viewed podcast guests that they had that was talked about maybe Millz joining the show as, like a full-time person, coming from West Coast over to the East Coast and doing the show. But it was also a continuing dialogue that Jay Millz is just kind of like feeling himself, living in the past, needs to update his resume. He was supposed to come back to the show. He doesn't do the show.
Jay Millz not showing up.
Yo, Millz, get in the ring, man. Get in the ring, Millz.
Do you feel like he was running from the smoke?
I don't know, man. I mean,
when you saw that first interview, what did you think? Like when you
because DNA wasn't here.
When I saw the first interview, I was mad I couldn't be here. That's why literally I stopped. I had some shit going on. I'm like, Jay Millz, we need to have that cook up, man, because it was certain things he was saying.
So look, so check this. Now that he's not here, he can't finish, so that's on him. Say what you was gonna say anyway. What's the 3 things you took from that interview that you got something to say about?
Nah, I feel like one of the things I feel like he gotta stop. He gotta stop holding on to. He gotta stop holding on to old accolades. I battle Millz, man.
Yeah.
A little tune up before I get to the real joint.
A little tune up. So you don't think Millz gonna give you no run for your money? Honestly,
Nah.
Not even a little bit.
Nah, Millz will give me more of a run for my money if we did a song. Like in the studio.
Do you like Millz on track?
Yeah, I like him on tracks better than I like him in the battle here.
I didn't ask you that.
That's my answer.
But that's not the question I asked you. Do you like Millz on track? Yes, so.
Yeah, I like him on tracks.
That's what I was
I like
saying.
it on tracks. Yeah.
You were supposed to be here, you know what I'm saying, 1 year anniversary. You told me this is what you wanted to do. And then you made up a bad excuse on why you're not here. So, I'll let you rock in the first interview. I'm going to say this to you since you're not here. No came out in 2000 or something. It was not a #1 debut. It did nothing. You sat up here and told me all the things you did, but you did nothing yourself. You was placed on a song because you was down with somebody. That's a good person. Be happy. You have live in the past syndrome. Get better. Start doing stuff now, and you will get well.
This thing is crazy.
And in the beginning, I think people was on DNA and Goodz' side. Like, yeah, Jay Millz hasn't been that great in battle rap. Yeah, Jay Millz may be living in the past. Yeah, Jay Millz maybe does need to update his resume. Yeah, maybe Jay Millz is wrong for no showing the show and stuff like that. And I think people at first was on Goodz and DNA side, but they kind of went too far. They started doing a little bit of too much discrediting of Jay Millz, when then DNA goes on and he says that Jay Millz basically is not a legend, he's a pioneer. And that sparked a whole debate between what is really a legend and what is really a pioneer. And at first, a lot of people kind of felt like maybe DNA was right. Maybe J Millz isn't really a legend. He's just a pioneer. He's just one of the earlier guys that started this thing that we do call battle rap. But he's not necessarily a legend. What legendary stuff has he done was what DNA was saying. I didn't necessarily agree with that. I always looked at Millz as like a legend in battle rap, but I'm older. I came from that era of watching Mook and J Millz and Serious Jones and Jen and Fight Club and Grind Time and, you know, WRCs and all that. I remember those situations. So I looked at Millz, and I remember when Millz and them was on Making a Band, you know, Battle E-Ness and all this kind of stuff. So I remember those being, you know, big things. But it did even have me thinking, am I really thinking that he's a pioneer or is he really a legend? And I lean more on the legend thing, but DNA, I felt like made some good points, even if he was incorrect. We know J Millz pulled up to Goodz' shop to try to, like, you know, I guess do like another show with him, try to throw some, I think he was trying to get Goodz on his show. Like he went on Goodz' show. He's trying to do his own little thing, trying to get Goodz on his show and everything. He goes up there to show love, and Goodz is pretty much, you know, basically trying to clown him like, I don't really need you.
No, now let's talk, because I'm here now. I make too much money to be a fucking battle rapper, bro. This is why I don't need you to come put a spotlight on my brand. I don't need nobody to put a spotlight on it. No. That's it. I'll leave it there.
Turn entrepreneur. I'm coming to do a fucking interview on him. He said, I don't need you to do a spotlight on my brand. You might not need it now. Well, keep doing it yourself.
Thank you.
That's why it's fucking nobody in here. Because you're fucking doing it yourself. And you telling niggas you don't need niggas to put a spotlight. You know what? Let's just say if I didn't put a spotlight on Goodz, because he said he's not I said he's a battle rapper turned entrepreneur. He don't want that. He just want to skip his whole battle rap career. So fuck Goodz the battle rapper. Let's talk about Goodz the entrepreneur, right? Goodz says he makes X amount of dollars a year. He don't need nobody to help him with no sort of, he said he don't need nobody, or he don't need me.
You're a little funky, but
he don't need me to put a spotlight on his brand. But I want to know,
I'm putting a spotlight on what you just started. But your brand shit.
But when
this is gonna be the most viewed one. Fuck you talking about.
No, it's not.
Out of everybody you got, it's gonna be the most viewed one.
Yo, I just interviewed.
Fuck you talking about.
I interviewed Chio at the bakery. I interviewed Trail at the back on Fig facility. I interviewed Mr. Frosman at one of his 64 locations. Hold up. I interviewed Mr. Chop Cheese with 3 locations, 3 trucks. You have one store. One store. There's nobody in here. You got the shit down. You was working out earlier today and you had a meeting, so you didn't make no money in here today. Nobody came in here to buy shit. You didn't come in here yesterday. So that's 48 hours you didn't make a fucking dime in this store. Don't tell me you don't need your man to put a fucking spotlight on your store. And I love you, but don't tell me. I just said he makes X amount of dollars.
Stop. What's this?
That's great.
An app, right?
That's great.
This store is just here because I wanted here. So we can hang out. I make enough money to pay for this store and just hang out.
That's what we doing, because it ain't no fucking money being made in here. Nobody's coming in here to buy a fucking thing. Look, the sneakers are there. I never got the sneakers.
What size?
I never got it. You know what I'm saying? All I said was I want to interview my man to put a spotlight on his brand.
You'll never
He said, I don't need you to put a spotlight on your little funky ass show. I want to know.
I didn't say that.
I mean, this shit ain't lined up around the corner.
Yo, bro, can we shoot?
Now it's can we shoot?
Yes, because it's not a.
But why you want to shoot for my little funky ass show?
Because you asked me to.
I seen my nigga do it from the ground up. He said, I don't need you to put no fucking spotlight on my brand. Like, this shit is fucking booming. Look, we got cameras in this bitch. We got more cameras in this bitch than customers.
Yeah.
Why is he playing with me? And I love him.
For the first time, I saw a chink in Goodz' armor. Because if I'm being honest, there really wasn't nobody at the shop. So it did kind of look like, are you just someone that's flexing? You got a shop, but you're not really selling anything in the shop. And then the thing he said where he was like, well, I just got this shop just because I can. It just came off as like, for the first time, maybe Goodz isn't really doing what Goodz say. You know, a lot of times I say that one thing I like about Goodz is he always lives a lot of the life he says. I've been around him. I've seen him in cars. I've seen, you know, kind of clothes he wear prior to the whole slick walk, clothing line and everything. So I kind of saw that Goodz was always a dude in battle rap that was getting money. But Jay Millz, in my opinion, minimize Goodz, minimize the slick walks, minimize what you got going on, minimize the cars and everything. And basically it's like, yo, you not really doing what you say you doing. You know what I'm saying? And the way he was talking to Goodz, I felt like nobody even talked to Goodz this way.
But now, nigga, Harlem, nigga. Since you a Virgo, you a Bronx nigga. Since you want to talk about shit, nigga.
We like nigga.
Nobody really talked to Goodz. Nobody goes into his shop and turns up on Goodz and shit like that. And I think it resonated with fans because, let's be honest, Goodz can come off as arrogant. He can come off as egotistical. He can come off as my shit don't stink to a lot of people. And a lot of people can be envious of people that's doing well. You doing well, you getting money, you flash, you do that. Some niggas don't like that. There can also be a little bit of internal hate. I'm not going to say niggas hate you because you got money. I won't go that far, but I won't act like the thing I hear a lot that Goodz is someone that talks money. I hear a lot of people don't want to hear that. They're tired of hearing that. They don't want to hear that. And it's not like he's celebrated from like, oh, you're just doing great things, Goodz. A lot of people be like, yo, my nigga, rap about something else. Not saying that he not a cool nigga. You're a real cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he comes off a little bit sometimes like he's above battle rap. Like, I don't really got a battle and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So he put a lot of his accolades out there. And some people probably look at the arrogance as they don't like it. Then you look at DNA. DNA has been unlocked as well. He's been on the power. He's doing the music and the soundtracks and the different stuff. DNA has came back to battle rap. And one thing I do feel is that he comes off as people aren't worthy of battling him. Like, yo, you know, Eunice isn't worthy and Capo isn't worthy and this person isn't worthy. And, you know, I may or may not battle Easy. I don't really know. Or, you know, I would like to battle Lux or whatever, or Mook if it makes sense. But I'm just trying to figure out who's worthy of my return. That can also come off as a little arrogant to a lot of people. Let's be real. He did just lose to Jerry West. So as he runs around like he's like this nigga, he is a nigga that just literally got 30 against Jerry West. Let's just keep, I don't have him winning a round against West.
Nigga come out of nowhere. I blame something. You a dead man, brother. Kane coming.
So he gets 30 against Jerry West in front of Lux. So, but he's coming off like, yeah, I might battle this nigga. I don't really know if I want to battle this nigga. Like, y'all niggas need to do something to kind of like make me want to battle y'all. Like, I'm trying to figure out whether or not I'm even whether or not y'all niggas even worthy of battling me. That kind of attitude with Goods' attitude can come off as a little unrelatable and unlikable. I feel like he made fans kind of like really look at those two guys like they think they're better than me. They think they better than battle rap. They think they're over battle rap. They think they don't need battle rap. You were still the nigga with no tooth for half of your battle rap career. Stop acting like you was always this get money, you know, get bitches ass nigga, and you wasn't really that. I think all of that kind of made people look at them guys differently and then look at Millz differently. And then the track start. And at first you had DNA kind of freestyling over a no beat. And then the music starts. Now, I don't really know why they went the music route. First, DNA does a freestyle to like no, and it just opened the door to get into Millz' lane because this is what he does.
You wanna blog, I wanna rap, and I'm spitting heat. Say you in the field, go get your cleats, bitch compete. This ain't that 18-year-old same hoodie with missing teeth. This that 34 that's flipping, tripping, and ripping beats. Once I start, I can't stop, won't stop. Chris and Neef, try to test, get put the rest. X for you get the tweet, forget the piece. This is beef, disagree, we 50 deep, or we could have verses on D block. Now that's kissing chic, styles comfortable at the W. I live elite, hotels got me diabetic, cause I'm in the suites. Yes, I'm heartless, left the garbage, never armless, extra cartridge, sketcher artist. And I don't got respect for Jarvis.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we know he was signed to Young Money. he was on a few tracks or whatever that were kind of big for them. And obviously he was signed to No Money. He was on tracks that was kind of placed decent on Billboard, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't really have a lot of individual success in terms of like his solo album and all that, but he was on a few records that were pretty big in hip hop, even though they had Wayne and Drake and stuff on it like that. But for the most part, he achieved something in battle rap music wise that other people hadn't. And they were, DNA and Goodz was both diminishing that. And I think fans was just like, how can you diminish something that you hadn't even really, how can you diminish something that you hadn't even really achieved yourself? Like, yes, maybe Wayne helped me, but what have you done? And it's easy to say, yeah, if I was with Wayne, I would have been doing this, and I was with Wayne, I would have been doing. But at the end of the day, we haven't really seen that. Goodz is with Wayne right now, and we aren't seeing that. We aren't seeing any solo records that's blowing up on the charts. Anything, you're cool with 50. We're not seeing any solo records that are blowing up on the charts. So everybody's with icons in the music industry, and at the end of the day, it hasn't really translated for DNA or Goodz as of yet in terms of Billboard and success. So I think some of that people felt like, damn, you're just really going on your way out to discredit Millz. I think a lot of people just didn't like that. So as the track started, you get the freestyle of No, 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 which was the first thing that DNA did. It was cool. You know, he had a couple slick lines here and there. And then J Millz does the whole in my DNA.
My DNA, niggas out here on some gaming shit, but I ain't here to play, so out the gate. Fuck Eric and fuck DNA. Boy, you bitch made, but that shit just in your DNA. Call me out, now it's belt to ass. This a beat display. You little niggas is full of confusion. DNA got the perfect name, cause he definitely not amusing. You clown ass, cornball ass, stupid in the face. I was showing love before you put that tooth up in that space. I was showing love, meanwhile y'all was full of hate. Mad cause when I start talking music careers, y'all can't relate. One nigga rapping like a lion in his clear view. The other nigga rapping to his windshield in his rear view. How dare you, top of the key, ISO, I will clear you. When you was 5, I was old enough to take care of you. I only gave you 24 hours cause I was sparing you. A couple of your favorite rappers said they ain't comparable. Just let them niggas talk, but I'm petty and throwed off. I gotta separate the cloth, draw an X amount with chalk. What you say? Blicky spray, killer in my DNA, true spitter in my DNA. No fillers here, no DNA. I could do this shit forever. My flow run like PCH. Even if you was you was never close to C&J. Hold up. She asked if I'm alright, look me okay. I just got some temper issues and when called out me no play. I'm a lunatic, but I ain't from where Hitman holla say. Fuck my arms, I got arms to get niggas out the way.
And after that track, DNA comes back and he does the story of Jarvis. This is when he was sitting in a restaurant eating steak or whatever. It was a cool video. It would have been a little bit better if you probably would have had some females around the table if I'm gonna keep it G. But at the same time, I guess the video and everything, and you kind of stunting like, yo, I'm really out here eating steak and lobster and shrimp and all this kind of stuff. It was a cool video, and it was a good diss track. I give you a credit. It was definitely a good diss track.
I said it, I meant it, I promise I don't regret it. It's 850 my credit. I got a mortgage not rented. You talking money, let's bet it. Let's keep going, why end it? The hustle I got embedded. I did it all independent. Escape the ghetto. You took them deals, they made you settle. That rock was a hit, but they gave you pebbles, show feelings. Wayne cut you off, want no dealings. Got a car to drive, but your brother got no ceilings. Why I like him? These niggas here, they might hype him. Keyboard niggas can't deal with this typewriting. White lightning. Young money days was tight frightening when you used to walk around with Tiger. Mike Tyson at the table when the Miller said Millz ain't get a milli yet. He talking on the internet, but I don't do the indirects. Bitch nigga, Harlem don't even like you. Peasant, never a legend, you seem entitled. Built like a laundry bag, can't be a rival. Had spins, now you wash, you wanna repeat the cycle. Nothing drier, a nigga that's spitting average, hands tied. Can't take down E, I'm a different fabric, every line. Wayne dropped you, said never mind. In my eyes, if you ain't put out an album, was never signed.
J Millz comes back after that and he does Spin the Block.
Can't lie, DNA, when I see you, I think of a bitch. You like a pink dove soap bar, boy, I take it over far. About to run it up like an overcharge. Pistol in your mouth where your molars are. On any beat ever made, I'm who you can never out-rap. And you know that, you just drove too far to go back. Nigga, you should've thought about how you was playing your cards. Now you talking about let's be cool when the playoff starts. Trying to wave the white flag in the air, cause it's clear as a pair, we just do not compare. This shit unfair, I'm like stadium lights at night. You just a glare with no flare. I'm like, why would he dare? Fuck it, we here.
DNA then comes back with Dirty Kitchen.
Aura the junkyard, y'all could go tow him now. Spin a block how, you and your car both broken down. You sure you wanna do this, man? I don't. Alright, nigga. Fuck it, I'll get him. Dropping on a Jackie Rob, it's really no more to do. Up the back, but can't dodge your past that 42. Damn, he moved to LA, so what? Without your team, was the first nigga swinging, but now you just out your league. See, I gave you the assignment, the cheat sheet for 3 weeks to find it. Update your resume, I designed it. You still coming back with this one syllable rhyming. Whether it's hot or not, when I'm dictating the climate.
Which was a pretty good diss track as well. And then Jay Millz comes back with DNA Never Been Outside.
I'm petty for no reason, I guess it's just in my. She said he rap okay, but he ain't got my. And if you pussy, do some research on you. I never heard nobody say put on that. I tried to look up his resume in the streets, but I tried to find some niggas that he moved some work with, but let's take him to church. Lord, please, I try to tell them they ain't stepping how I'm stepping. I'm a lesson, I'm a weapon, I'm a teacher. I'ma stretch them, I'ma shoot them. You gon' catch them bullets in your cerebellum. Fuck that corny shit you selling. Fuck that corny shit you reppin'.
And that kind of was the end of the DNA versus Jay Millz. This is, a lot of people had Jay Millz winning. I actually had Jay Millz winning damn near all the tracks. You might can argue for the Jarvis joint, but other than that, I think Jay Millz definitely won 2 out of the 3, if not 3 out of the 3. And after that, everybody was wondering, what's up with Goodz? Is Goodz going to jump in? Is he going to be a part of this? And I don't know if Goodz really wanted to at first, but there was just too much pressure. He was going to go out really, really bad if he didn't jump into this at all. And eventually, I guess he felt like he had to jump into it.
There is time you gotta come outside. This is one of them.
My question is, does Goodz jump in?
The city is lit right now. Where are you at?
What's a wolf to a lion? Was a mouse to a giant.
Somebody gotta come outside. This ain't being fair.
They gon' talk about it. They gon' hate on you, but they don't know what it takes. That's okay.
When you broke, that's when they love you more. I'ma get right to it, nigga. Me, I let that money talk. Show you how to do this, nigga. Front of me or front of me's? Right out or go move out, nigga. Friends become enemies. I seen shout-outs turn to shootouts, nigga. Whoa! These diamonds dancing, mood of light. If she take care of you, then tell me who's the man and who's the wife. I be snapping in the field, nigga. Riding from afar. You see me rapping behind the wheel. I'm in a $100,000 car.
It's a diss record, so I don't think, like, okay, a hook in a diss record gotta be some grab your Glocks when you see Tupac. Call the cop when you see Tupac. Who shot you, but your punks didn't finish now? It gotta be that type of hook. It can't be. And when the sun comes down, I will shine again.
What's up, Wolf? To
and when you wanna be cool, I will call you friend.
What's a wolf to a lion? What's a mouse to a giant?
They gon' talk about it.
And when it all falls down, you can't get back up. And when you don't have it all, it will still be enough. I wanna live. I wanna love. Why must I? Like, what the fuck is that, man? Like, you got too much shit going on. 2 minutes of singing in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? On the real. And
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
We'll always love you.
Millie might be up.
Hey, the fuck, nigga? Come on, Goodz. You know better than that, nigga.
Jay Millie might be up, man.
Ain't no Mike.
Jay Millz returns with Turn the Lights Off.
I'm from the home of the Carter, make classics with Mr. Carter. Use a battle rap blogger that sell cologne and joggers. Why they started Jarvis Goodz? You ain't never been no fucking artist. I'm Bob Ross, I show you what artists. I work doubles, I ain't taking nights off. This a closed casket, turn this motherfucking lights off.
It's Millz.
I'm going gone. I'm going
fire diss track. Now, we know he been doing the Ron Browse thing. They've been doing a lot of that AI kind of creating the chorus or whatever. It's been kind of like the signature thing that's been working really, really well for Jay Millz. It's been kind of like his moniker in this whole thing. Turn Off the Lights was an excellent diss track to Goodz. And at this point, he had Goodz on his heels, bro. Goodz returned with the whole Sit Your Whack Ass Down. It was a cool diss. The chorus could have been a little bit better, like I said, you know what I'm saying? But as far as him being more up-tempo, not talking about as much money and stuff like he did on What's a Wolf to a Lion, it was, in that diss track, it was a lot of money talk, a lot of, you know, I'm shining on you talk, I'm better than you talk, you know, I got, you know, I make more money in battles than you talk. It was a lot of that kind of talk in the first diss track. Sit Your Whack Ass Down was a little bit more street, a little bit more gutter, a little bit more going for the juggler. But at the end of the day, it still wasn't enough to fuck with Turn the Lights Off.
Screaming at a camera, but you ain't never dropped nothing. Police in my store, but you ain't even cop nothing. For the part, I try to Uber you, cause you don't even drive nothing. Where all that bedrock money at, nigga? Stop front. Wait, don't you got a line called potent? The words nobody knows that you iron on clothing. It look like something that you give to the help. It's crazy, I see nobody wearing it but yourself. Now look, here's the thing, it been a scheme. You could be the 12th player, but you still on the team, man. On the bench, here's the thing anyway. Shit, you ain't gotta be a star, you get a ring anyway. Like Lil Wayne, Nicki, it's Crazy Drake. You only got a plaque because of your label mates like that.
Goodz doesn't wait for Millz to respond. Basically comes back with a letter to Millz, which was a pretty fire track. I will give it credit. It was coming off the whole Stan Eminem instrumental. I liked the track. Now, it wasn't an original beat or it wasn't an original, you know, instrumental or whatever, but at the same time, I actually liked the diss track and the shit that he was saying to it.
Dear Millzy, I'ma write you on some slim shit. You lost a lot of weight quick. I think you on Ozempic. I thought you was rock solid. Interview with Memphis, you said you had a poster of him. Damn, you on Memph Dick, both students of the game. And now we got some tension. Balls in my cars was the principal. You can't school them like suspension. I thought we had a friendship, maybe more of a colleague. Guess it couldn't work out. You unfollowed me on IG. We were supposed to stick together. Our DNA wasn't Siamese. Why you ain't try to make a hit? Instead you wanna try me. I had you as a guest. Couldn't get a word in. I guess sitting in my store and not yours had you hurting. Wait, you ain't got a store. You could tell them what you want. Mate, you ain't even got a car. How you gonna sell them out the trunk? I mean, I could hang them in the back, have you standing in the front, or we could go to 125th and give them out for free if you want.
So here he comes back to back with songs or whatever. And Millz is chilling. He didn't put the Turn the Lights Off. He ain't really rapping. He ain't really speaking. Nobody's hearing from him. Think he did maybe a blog or something, but he didn't really do any tracks. You know, Max B came home and everything like that, and he was kind of chilling for that. But we weren't hearing from Jay Millz. Then he does Spin the Block again, which was a Goodz diss. Fire.
Get him the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. I'm on you. Get him the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. I'm on you. Get him the fuck out of here. I'm packing niggas up, they saying I'm back in rare form. Don't matter how you was created, I'll make you airborne. Soul in the sky like a Motown session. We gon' shoot and spin around like a Motown record. This nigga Goodz don't sound good on no kind of record. Other than your battles, you ain't got no kind of record.
At this point, everything that Millz has put out has been better than damn near everything that Goodz has put out. And Goodz is getting better and better and better, but he really can't fuck with none of Millz' stuff. And the last thing was the Gay Millz track, which was cool, but it definitely wasn't enough. And there you have it. You have somebody in Millz, the numbers he's done since the argument. Now, since the argument and the whole beef thing, his numbers have just been through the roof. Podcast numbers doing 41K. DNA Never Been Outside, 140,000 views In My DNA, 59,000 views. Spin the Block, DNA Diss, 86,000 views. J Millz, Turn the Lights Off, 112,000 views. J Millz, Spin the Block again, 82,000 views. His blogs about Goodz have been averaging 50,000 views. So let's go over some of the mistakes they made. I told you earlier in the video that Goodz didn't take his own advice. Some advice that he actually gave J Millz.
I told this nigga on time, you're gonna have to go through it. You just coming back to a whole new era. That's all you gotta do, because what happens is, I'm gonna be real with you, you become the underdog and they wanna see you win.
He said that Millz will become the underdog and they will want to see you win. And that's exactly what happened. I feel like y'all went too far in discrediting Millz's career. He's actually been one of the pioneers and legends early on, and he's been further than y'all in music. So yeah, he's not the guy that gets the 40,000, 30,000 purses that y'all get to battle. He's not the battle rap legend in this particular era that y'all are. But at the same time, y'all try to discredit him because you could put him around the Mooks. You can put him around the Serious Joneses, the Loaded Luxes, and all these kind of people. You can put him there, but y'all tried to discredit that. And then even on the music side, he was on a lot of songs that charted pretty high on Billboard and Hot 100 songs. Now, yeah, was Wayne on a song or Drake on a song? Sure. But if you did a song right now, Goodz, and then Wayne was featured on it, you would still be taking credit for the song. You wouldn't look at yourself like, oh man, I'm only where I'm at because of Wayne. You would feel like, no, I did my shit and I had a verse on there and we charted. You would be taking credit for that, and that would be one of your accolades. And I think the fans are looking at y'all like, yeah, first of all, y'all arrogance, we really don't like too much, just in general. Second of all, y'all are discrediting a legend in battle rap. And third of all, what have y'all done musically that Millz has done? So y'all haven't really done that. So y'all are really more so not even critiquing, but being haters. And what happens is Millz, who became the underdog, niggas wanted to see him win. And it seemed like y'all were kind of ganging up on him because it was 2-on-1. So were y'all bullying him and doing all this kind of stuff and talking crazy because y'all platform was bigger and Millz wasn't really doing the kind of numbers? Millz was doing like a couple thousand views on a blog, 1,500 views on a blog. Y'all got the Disagree podcast doing numbers. And I think people wanted to see Millz get his respect and start to win because they felt like y'all was not giving him his credit.
That's all you gotta do, because what happens is, I'm gonna be real with you, become the underdog and they wanna see you win.
Let's go over some other mistakes that was made. And they had already acknowledged that musically he respected J Millz. He thought J Millz was good on the beat, and he thought that Millz could probably hang with him musically, but not in a battle. So why would you risk even the possibility of losing a quote-unquote diss track battle when you already had said that that was Millz's lane and that was what you respected him on a track and riding a beat and all this kind of stuff? So you had already acknowledged that this may be a lane that he could get off on, but you still started the whole diss track stuff. Even though you try to downplay it like, oh, I was just trolling, I was just doing this, you still got that started. So you kick that off, and then what happened is you end up losing the battle, and your whole campaign of, well, you know, basically your whole campaign since you've been back in battle rap is niggas can't fuck with you. Like, niggas can't fuck with, like, what is Easy gonna do? I don't sell drugs. I don't do this. Easy can't beat me in a battle. Eunice can't beat me in a battle. So-and-so can't beat me in a battle. This nigga can't beat me in a battle. And it's just like, okay, the last two things we know you for, DNA, is Jerry West 30'd you and J Millz smoked you. These are the last two things we know you for within battle rap. And you didn't even need to have this on your resume because you didn't even have to go down this path. You had already felt like you was above him. You didn't have to quote unquote stoop to his level to try to make a point. But I felt like in a way you was trying to use J Millz to try to continue to stay lit. Like I said earlier, I don't really think it was really, obviously you didn't know y'all was going to do all these diss tracks, but I think you just wanted to just keep, I guess, content going. Keep content going where we're doing numbers with talking about Millz on the podcast. We're doing numbers on a follow-up podcast that Millz didn't show up on. I'm going to throw out a diss track or whatever. I'm going to put it on my channel. I'm going to continue to get some traction because all I'm trying to do is just stay relevant. I don't have a battle. I don't have anything lined up. All I'm doing is like talking shit every now and then to Hanzels and Capos and Eunices and Easy. I don't really got nothing lined up. This is my way to continue to throw jabs because as long as I throw jabs, I have something to put on my channel and I can somehow stay in the algorithm.
Right? I think Millz don't know that we, not even just me, we was trolling them from the beginning.
Right.
The whole point was like, yo, listen, you somebody that nigga seen, well, me personally, I give it up, I'm not going to be honest, when I was coming up, you know what I mean? You had some joints, some battles that wasn't good. I'm trolling you. I want to see you get back in your bag. So me, it's like you fell for what I'm doing. I'm trolling you to get back in your bag. You got back in your bag. I'm excited. I'm happy. I just said that as soon as I came back. I'm like, yo, I gotta bring the energy, bro. I gotta make niggas understand, like, cause I learned a lot stepping away. And like I said, I'm having fun again. So when you having fun, it's like, let's turn this shit up. Let's get this shit lit.
Goodz on the podcast was kind of minimizing J Millz' career, the no shit. Like, oh, you only got placed because you was with some famous people and you didn't really chart that high. You didn't really do this. So I think Goodz probably felt on a diss track, I probably can fuck you up. And my popularity in battle rap is over yours. So therefore, I should be able to win this situation.
But you did nothing yourself. You was placed on a song because you was down with somebody. That's a good person.
Is we joking or?
This thing is crazy.
You have living in the past syndrome.
I'm going to break down the whole living in the past thing. Because
get better.
Sometimes in order to win battles, you have to actually control the mind, man. 48 Laws of Power. Law 33. Discover each person's thumb screw. Everyone has a weakness, a secret need, or a point of pressure. Identify the thumb screw, and it will allow you to control their behavior and to influence them. That's very important, man. You find a person's thumb screw and it will allow you to influence them and control their behavior. And this is some of the mistakes as we move into the Goodz portion. We talked about DNA that Goodz made and how 48 Laws of Power, law number 33 applies. So Goodz does a diss track. The culture doesn't like it. He tells Goodz, I'm going to give you 48 hours to think about what you did and come with something better. That's a mind fuck. That's a mind fuck. I've been in a lot of blogger wars, man. You can play things a lot of different ways with niggas. I can be like, yo, I don't really think, if I was battling Piperboy, right? Shout out to Piperboy. I don't really think you own a Tesla. Yo, I'm going to give you 24 hours to put your motherfucking title, put your title in a video and prove to me you own a Tesla. Piperboy don't got to prove nothing to me. The minute Piperboy puts his fucking title of a Tesla in a video, I beat him, bro. I beat him. I got you to do something that you normally wouldn't have done. I got you out of character. So therefore, I'm mind fucking you in the battle. A lot of this is mental. So my thing is, if I tell you you got 48 hours to respond and you respond within 48 hours, it's like, yeah, you better, nigga. You know, you better have responded. Not only you better respond, your response better be what the fuck the culture wants it to be, and it wasn't. So Goodz already had kind of lost even the mental part. Then J Millz tells him, like, yo, we don't even do like 16 bars, chorus, 16 bars, chorus, 16 bars. Nobody do 3 verses anymore in songs. You still rapping like old niggas doing 3 verses. What Goodz should have done is he should have just kept doing 3 verses. And he just kept saying, I don't give a fuck. My 3 verses still gonna smoke you. But Goodz starts switching it up and shortening his verses, which is also another mind fuck. is I'm going to tell you your problems. I'm going to tell you you better change them. And you're going to be silly enough to change them. Me and Angry Fan, I mean, I'm going to keep using Blogger Wars. There's no disrespect to nobody because I fuck with everybody. Me and Angry Fan had one of the biggest Blogger War beefs or whatever, you know. I don't even know why we had it because we was always cool. It was just like the fans was always putting us against each other. Like, yo, I think Chris is better than you. I think Caps is better than you. And but well, I used to be on the phone with him and we were cool. And I think over time it just got to be too much and we ended up having a Blogger War. Now, I've always been an editor. I was somebody that edited a lot of my videos. And Angry Fan was someone who would just turn the camera on and he would talk. And one of the things that was a claim to fame for Caps was he would say, I ain't really like the rest of these niggas. I don't be using niggas footage. I don't be editing niggas footage. I can just turn the camera on and just talk. You know what I'm saying? Almost to say I'm good enough. I can get my point across. I don't even need an edit. I don't need a video. I don't need no extra shit. I can just turn my camera on and capture you niggas. The rest of y'all niggas, y'all need all this editing and y'all need all this extra stuff. And he was right. It was a blessing for him that he's able to do that. A lot of times I look at some of these guys, they can do live videos and they can capture y'all attention. You see, I don't do a lot of live videos. I don't do that much live. I don't really feel like I'm that entertaining to just be talking to niggas for an hour and a half or whatever. I'm not finna sit on here. I'm just not clowning niggas. That's not my personality. I know what I can do and I stay in my lane. However, but I commend those that can do it. You know what I'm saying? When I look at Piper Boys live and Caps live and ARP able to go live for 2 hours, I can't entertain niggas that long. So my thing is, that's not for me. However, I will say this. When me and Angry Fan battled, he probably think he won and I think I won. But if you ask me why I thought I won, it would be Angry Fan. I did a blog about him and everybody was like, oh, you killed Angry Fan. You know, that was a narrative around that time. Caps was doing roadside assistance. He pulls over on the side of the road and he does a video like super quick to respond. You know, like nigga was like damn near quick as fuck, right? He responded in probably like about 6 hours. He had a video up. But it really didn't really address what I was saying. So people was just like, this ain't really it. You blog too fast or whatever. It was like maybe you didn't really think about your response. You more so blogged on just impulse. And people felt like it wasn't right. So everybody was like, oh, Chris is up. You know what I'm saying? Caps goes, he blogs again. And he the next blog he did, it had edits in it. I think Big Tom or somebody had edits in it. So I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, oh, this nigga was trying to prove my point. This nigga done went in, he done edited some shit in. He done got videos of this in. And for the first time, Caps was editing, even though it was really his homeboy editing for him. But in order to prove what I was trying to get him to prove or to discredit me, he was trying to edit in proof or whatever the case, whatever it was. And I was just like, yeah, that whole I can just turn the camera on and get my point across shit didn't work. And I was like, I got you to do something that you normally don't do. And I always thought I won the battle. Now, and this is just not about that. I'm just saying the fact that Goodz is getting, Millz is getting Goodz to do things differently and switch up. You always have a mental advantage in that. Doesn't mean you're going to win, but you can have a mental advantage in that. So the next thing Goodz does is he starts doing some of that same AI choruses.
Turn the motherfucking lights on. Turn the motherfucking lights on. Turn the motherfucking lights on. I'm going gone. I'm going gone. I'm going gone. They will sit your work out.
sit your whack ass down. It doesn't sit your whack ass down. It's kind of a similar AI chorus that Millz was doing. So then niggas is like, oh, you're kind of copying Millz' style now. You're switching up things a little bit. You're doing the choruses like that. He does the, Millz end up doing the, turn the motherfucking lights off with the whole little chant thing. And you do the sit your whack ass down kind of thing. And it's like y'all using the same thing, but Millz had already been using it. He used it against DNA. And it just carried over to you. You are trying to figure out a sound that will resonate with fans the way Millz had. But every time you switch up and change things that's different from what you say, because if I would have asked you before the battle, you would have said, Millz can't fuck with me. But everything you change is off of a critique that either Millz did or fans did. And when you change to start addressing some of the stuff Millz say or changing towards a Millz style, so Goodz already had kind of lost even the mental part. Millz was doing his diss tracks produced by Ron Browse. You start doing diss tracks produced by Merrick, the Merrick dude or whatever, Merrick City or whatever. Your first video, What's a Wolf to a Lion? It does not say What's a Wolf to a Lion produced by Merrick City. It doesn't even say who produced that song. Even your intro of how you titled the diss tracks started to look like Millz. Millz would have Turn the Motherfucking Lights Off produced by Ron Browse. You started doing Sit Your Whack Ass Down produced by Merrick City. Y'all started putting a producer, and what happened is that then it became a producer beat. Merrick City versus Ron Browse.
Called you on Facebook? That's interesting. That's new.
Yeah, man. One of my homies that called me on Facebook.
So you have issues with the producer, basically.
Yeah, like let's get crazy. Let's get crazy.
We have a versus? We try to have a versus?
No, what I'm saying is let's get busy. Let's get busy. Don't duplicate what I'm doing. Let's get busy.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Like I told you before, I keep it a buck if DNA makes some joint that was hot, or if Goodz makes something that was fire, I'd be like, oh, I don't have a problem saying, yo, that's kind of fire. But when the producer is duplicating, I have an issue with that. Like, yo, come on.
All right. So speak on that when he's talking about duplicating, because I guess he's talking about the whole AI and going that route.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Mercy, on that, right?
Yeah.
If you get into a fight, right?
Right.
With a person that you don't know, is there any rules on how you should fight that person?
Nah,
right? Like, you don't know what that person gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Strategy. So if you're using AI and you're creating what you created, you're not the first person that used AI before. You're not the first person that made a beat using AI. You're not the first person that made a sample using AI.
Right.
So you did it, and then I did it. That's all it was.
But that's another thing where you just felt like, oh, I'm going to let people know I went out and got a producer too. But your producer not better than Millz' producer. So it's just like from everything from the titling to the three verses and the chorus switch up to even the AI thing. It's like all those things just continue to give Millz the advantage. Then you niggas have not done a podcast since then. So y'all niggas was doing podcasts pretty frequently, the I Disagree podcast. Y'all niggas ain't sat down and discussed this shit at all. Only thing we've heard is basically DNA go on Uncle Rod shit and basically say y'all were trolling. Y'all ain't really sat down and even went over J Millz stuff, broke down anything, talked about the diss tracks, said the pros and cons. That would have been a pretty good way for y'all to start getting a little bit of respect back, is to actually critique yourself and mistakes that you may have made, but also let people know y'all a little bit gassed in some of this Jay Millz stuff, and these are the mistakes I feel like Millz made, or this is what I feel like isn't as good, but y'all didn't necessarily do that. It's almost like y'all are kind of running from doing a podcast, because if you go live, everybody's going to talk about it. And if you do a podcast, everybody's going to talk about it. So each way you go, your comment section is going to be fucked up. And Goodz, you got a pretty good channel. DNA got a pretty good channel. Y'all could have even went on your own channel and reviewed the diss tracks yourself. Like, I'm going to not only diss them, but critique them. But y'all are kind of running from the comments. If you look at one of DNA put out a Rivals. If I look at it, the first comment is DNA ain't never been outside. It has 106 likes, man. Right here. If you look down, I'm just looking at the comment. Damage control, but DNA ain't never been outside. What else? I fuck with you, DNA. He been in glue holding battle rap together, but DNA ain't never been outside. DNA ain't never been outside. My guy, get back. What else? DNA ain't never been outside. How was he hosting this? Basically saying another one. DNA ain't never been outside. DNA ain't never been outside. I'm just looking at all the comments. DNA, go outside. The weather will be nice today. There's so many comments that even in y'all Rivals that DNA put out, people are still telling him that he's never been outside. And Jay Millz has basically went from like 2,000 subs to damn near like 18K in subs in like literally like 2 weeks. He's grew 16,000 subs in 2 weeks. And one of the mistakes that I feel like y'all have made, sometimes you and DNA cannot be that relatable because of the arrogance. And a lot of times people don't like arrogance. People always looked at DNA like he was nerdy. Now he's super arrogant. I do think it unlocked a different personality in DNA, but at the same time, DNA is still DNA, which is why some people feel like he's boring and they don't want to see him battle. Goodz has also sometimes had a boring label attached to him, along with a pretty boy, along with all he raps about is money, along with a Goodz don't got bars kind of label. These are things that I said. Now, I like these two guys in battle rap, and I feel like they're legends in their own right, you know what I'm saying? And definitely done a lot of stuff. DNA could be on Mount Rushmore one day with all the stuff he's accomplished. But at the same time, I do feel, I have heard, as much as I like Goodz, did an Untold Truth with him, I have heard people say Goodz don't got bars. And that's why he was really good in the Calico battle, and I felt like it started to change a lot of that narrative.
That's all you gotta do, because what happens is, I'm gonna be real with you, you become the underdog and then they wanna see you win.
You guys unlocked a Harlem nigga in Jay Millz. We didn't really know what kind of personality Jay Millz had. We didn't even know Jay Millz was this funny, bro. We didn't even know Jay Millz even liked black gloves. We didn't even know Jay Millz could rap as good as he's rapping now. I didn't even know he could rap that good. I didn't know that he could just kill all these instrumentals and rap kind of stuff, and he was creative enough to come up with the turn the motherfucking lights off and all this different stuff, and just all the ways that he's done that. Never even knew it was in his personality. The way he be talking in blogs, I never even knew that was his personality. I've seen him recap his Geechee Gotti battle on his channel. Pretty modest recap. I didn't even know he had the ability to go into your store and tell you that your slick walk suck and you don't sell this and you don't sell that, and you got more motherfucking cameras in here than you do clothes, or more cameras than you do customers. I didn't even know he had a bag to get into to get off on niggas.
I seen my nigga do it from the ground up. He said, I don't need you to put no fucking spotlight on my brand. Like, this shit is fucking booming. Look, we got cameras in this bitch. We got more cameras in this bitch than customers. Yeah. Why is he playing with me? And I love him.
I didn't even know he had that. The way he be talking in these blogs and sitting so comfortable like this, leaning a little bit and talking. I didn't even know he could entertain me for 24 minutes in a blog. But I can literally watch his entire blog entertained.
Clyde,
And Diddy fucked me in Daddy's house. That's what you said. That's what you said. In a lyrical, metaphorical form. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's like shit like that. That's corny. You know what else was corny that you said? I should carry bags for Vado and Charlie, or Charlie and Vado. It was something you said like that. Like, I know you said something like, I should carry bags for Charlie, or son. You actually did carry bags for Charlie. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just saying shit. All these little weird at the bedrock pebble line and the country grammar shit. If I would have said them bars, you ought to told me I'm outdated. I'm washed. I'm this. I'm that. But when I tell a nigga, back when you was a +1 at Charlie Clip's house camping out, putting fitted sheets on the couch, your tailor should have told you you ain't fitted for this bout. Y'all act like y'all ain't hear that. I said that nigga was putting fitted sheets on a love seat.
I didn't even know he was this funny. I didn't even know he was this charismatic. I didn't even know he had this much energy, excitement. He's from Harlem, but he seems a little bit more reserved. I never really seen him turn up that much to know he really like a real Harlem nigga. He like Murder Mook and the rest of he talk crazy to niggas. He talk filthy. He can really get into a bag. You guys kind of unleashed something. I know you like to say, we got you lit. Maybe you did. But people with personalities, man, you have to keep them niggas where they at. A long time ago, me and Angry Fan used to talk about how Battle Truth dissed us. Like, yo, man, Battle Truth dissed us in one of his blogs. I told Caps, just ignore him. Just ignore him. Don't pay him no attention. Just ignore him. I knew he had a good gimmick. He had a robe. He had a gavel. He was supposed to be like restoring order and, you know, from a biblical standpoint, he was going to be laying down the law. He had a gimmick when he came into battle rap. And I told Angry Fan, I was like, ignore him, bro. Just ignore him. Don't give him no light. He was probably getting like, I don't know, 1,000 views or something, 900 views. Just ignore him, bro. Just ignore him. Angry Fan puts him on Angry Fan's radio. He puts him on a radio show. And on the radio show, he introduces him to Caps' fan base, which was at that time about 20,000, 25,000 subs. Now, mind you, he don't hardly have that many subs. Now he's on Caps shit, and Caps got a lot of subs. And what happens is people was just the argument between Caps and Battle Truth. People left there was like, yo, Battle Truth is kind of funny. Yo, Battle Truth is kind of witty. Oh, Battle Truth is stupid, but kind of like a silly, kind of dumb, like, no, I want to see more of y'all going back and forth. This shit was comical. I was like, you gave him life. He always had a personality. I give him credit for that. He could entertain you. He say a bunch of dumb shit, and he could entertain you. He was funny at times. It's like, but you gave him life. You introduced him. 3 Letterman put him on PSA. They were doing shows when people was giving him life. It's like, nah, leave that nigga be, bro. I already knew at times he could be funny. Leave that nigga be. You get these niggas with personalities, a platform, and they take off on your shit. So yeah, Goodz, you can say we pretty much got you popping. We got you lit. Y'all really just kind of just unleashed somebody that already always had the ability to entertain people. And right now, people is just fucking with him. His podcast and his blog numbers are doing more numbers than y'all niggas is doing on diss tracks. His blogs are going to do just as many numbers as you and DNA on y'all DNA Disagree podcast. And I feel like ultimately this is going to hurt y'all niggas in battle rap. I feel like, yeah, y'all podcasts can get back popping, don't get me wrong, but it's still going to be people trolling y'all about this. Still going to be people saying that y'all should have just made up with J Millz and put him on the podcast. Still going to be people saying that. Maybe this could cause a rift between you and DNA and y'all don't do the podcast as much anymore. I don't know what, but that's going to also feel like a win for J Millz. If you do a battle and you don't win, people will be like, damn, you lost. your battle, and you also lost the damn diss track war to Jay Millz, all this kind of stuff. And I feel like Jay Millz got not so much DNA, but Jay Millz does have a lot of people down on Goodz. I never seen people say Goodz could not make music. Niggas is saying Goodz is ass, trash, whack on a track. I don't think I've ever seen that shit written as many times as it's written now. So now y'all are down on him on that, down on him on the music, down on him on the bars, saying a nigga can't rap. That's what you do in battles, bro. You rap. Goodz' next battle is going to be interesting to see just how much the fans actually fuck with him. Like on just some cool nigga shit. Like, do we even fuck with him in a battle? Let alone win the battle. He got, not only do we got to win the battle, he got to be good. Like, people got to like fuck with him. And I feel like he's put a target on his back to where people are now looking at him like, not only is he not a good rapper, music, like he's not a nigga with bars. He's not a good rapper at all. Like, maybe it's going to translate to people looking at him like he's not even a good battler. And I don't want it to be that way, but that's definitely on the table for Goodz. He's somebody that don't battle that much, so now the scrutiny is even more if he pops out. Let's say he battle Twerk, and Twerk is in one of his bags. He like the old Twerk. You know what I'm saying? Like that can just be some different kind of shit. With DNA, I don't feel like that much. I look at DNA as better than Goodz in battle rap. I think he's more well-rounded. He can do more. Goodz, DNA to me can still manage to do well in battle rap no matter who he battles. But also DNA can also lose too. Like DNA be running around like he just something that's invincible. I got the game figured out kind of. Bro, you just got 30 by Jerry West, bro. I'm not believing that you done figured out this battle rap shit to the point to where like a nigga can't beat you. You know what I'm saying? So you could battle Easy and Easy could beat you. You could battle Eunice and Eunice may be able to clip you or whatever. There's certain niggas that may be able to beat you. But at the same time, you know, they're not looking at DNA like they're looking at Goodz. I maybe because DNA to a lot of people may have won one of the diss track battles. Like he might have won that letter to Jarvis or whatever might be his win over Jay Millz. They looking at Goodz like you ain't win nothing. You not even close. So when you add all that stuff up, man, you gotta win not only the lyrical battle, you gotta win the mental, bro. And every time I can stop you from doing something or break you from your character, I stop you from podcasting. I change up your beats. I change up your flow patterns. I change up how you even make this track from 3 verses to 2 verses to 1 verse. Every time I can get you to change, I have mentally won the battle. I have mentally won the battle when I tell you I'm going to put out a blog and my blog will do more than your track will after 24 hours and I actually do it. I'm mentally fucking you. Jay Millz is just winning all the way around, bro.
Chris, bias. Man, subscribe to the channel, man. Don't be a hater your whole life. Chris, bias.